a credit to Texas A&M for what they did.
Woo! Texas A&M.
And if you are watching the SEC, I don't care if you're an SEC fan or not. I don't care if you're an A&M fan or not.
Yeah.
If you are watching A&M and you are not getting the warm fuzzies, you're doing it wrong. Because this is a team that is firing on all cylinders. It feels like they are getting better. What they did in this game was damn impressive.
Yeah.
You know, it was like whatever Mizzou threw at them. And Mizzou had its own issues.
Well,
right?
Mizzou couldn't really throw.
They could, probably wrong phrasing for me.
Yeah.
But so they got Mad Zollers. They were obviously a bit hampered. But just the ease with which Texas A&M was able to assert its dominance in this game.
Yeah.
It's not only impressive within the context of the matchup, but I think it's even more impressive within the context of the conference and with the broader national championship conversation. And for all the jokes that we tell about A&M finding a way to end up 8-4 every year, and clearly they've been very good at doing that.
They can't. Not this year, buddy.
They can't do it this year, mathematically speaking.
Right.
And moving forward now, as we start doing playoff rankings, as we start filling out brackets and stuff like that, I mean, this is a legit championship contender. They have not wavered. It's felt that way for most of the season, but they just continue to impress me week in and week out. Had a couple close games, right? It hasn't been perfect the full way through. That's true for everybody. But this team truly feels to me like they're getting better.
Sure. I agree. There's an unbelievable amount of speed that impressed me on both sides of the ball, and the forcing of turnovers with the weird forced fumble. It doesn't mean Matt Zollers is not going to be good eventually. He was overmatched in this one, obviously. Yeah. I actually really liked what Mizzou was able to do on the ground in this one, all things considered.
Oh, yeah.
Much of a threat.
Jamal Roberts, Ahmad Hardy, both look good.
And that's like, if you're going to nitpick something about Texas A&M, it's sort of weird, slow starts like they had at times today, at times against LSU. Obviously, things got out of hand very quickly after the halftime break against LSU. But yeah, Mizzou behaved like an elite running team should. And that's been one area of concern for the Texas A&M defense, that they can allow some bigger runs and to be pushed around a little bit on the ground. But otherwise, the confidence with which Marcel Reed plays, the speed of all these guys, Craver and Bussy and Casey Concepcion, Ruben Owens is busting out long runs. Like, they're just doing it in a variety of ways. And this has been the sort of Mike Elko calling card at A&M and beyond. It's just like, this team just gets stronger over the course of games. Their second halves are incredible. And so I don't know who's taking advantage. You can point to a lot of things that Texas has done well if you're looking forward. But running the ball has not been something that's super impressive. They may not be built specifically to take advantage of where Texas A&M might be a little bit vulnerable. So to take this show on the road to a tough place to play at Mizzou and immediately leave no doubt once things got going. I mean, how do you come away from this game anything but intrigued by what A&M's ceiling might be December, January?
Oh my gosh. I'm blown away.
Yeah.
I'm blown away by how good this team looked in week 11 and how good they have looked week in and week out. Mm-hmm. It just feels like they're getting better. A&M's another one of those teams I would love to be A&M.
Well, sure.
Yeah. Right. Even if you end up losing along the way, maybe to Texas in the rivalry game, the game's in Austin, right? Maybe you lose that game. Even if you lose that game, you finish 11-1. You may still find your way into the SEC title game, depending on what happens otherwise.
Right.
Worst case scenario, you're still in the playoff.
Sure.
I think A&M's one of these teams. Ole Miss won 45-0 or something over to the Citadel.
Mm-hmm. Not just a Citadel, to be clear.
The Citadel with the article.
Yeah.
49-0, I believe. I don't even know what the right score is. They killed them. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I would love to be A&M and Ole Miss right now in the SEC. Because Ole Miss, outside of the Egg Bowl to close out the year, which maybe could get weird, outside of that, Ole Miss's schedule is very manageable. And they're one of those teams I think you could pencil in. They're not going to play for the SEC title, but you can make a case that's who cares? They're still going to find their way into a playoff. They're probably going to be hosting a first-round game against a team that's beatable. So Ole Miss and A&M are in a really advantageous spot right now. Both of which have continued to I think show that they're getting better as well in some way, shape, or form. I've been really impressed by both those sides.